Hey, this is Allison in Calgary, and I just wanted to kind of document this course or program that I'm going through. I'm taking a course called Heal Your Past with Lynne Taggart and her husband Bryan Hubbard. And so I saw Lynn being interviewed. I'll try and find the interview to that and put it as a link in the description. So, Lynn and Bryan have this, I think it's a 5 session live program. And Bryan has a like trademarked method called time light. And so I'm not going to detail definitely if you want to take this, then go and take the program yourself. What I want to share with you is the magic of this exercise. The idea that you can go back into memory and heal your past, especially when like a lot of this trauma came about when you're a young child and you have no power back then. You have no power to stand up to those adults who are telling you what to do. They're being authoritative, they're setting down the rules, and basically if you want to survive as a kid, you have to be like super agreeable, do what you're told, not cause a fuss, not speak up. So this is super interesting. We were just told to pick one of our early childhood memories, if we have any, of trauma, like one of the root causes of the trauma when we were growing up. So I picked what I'm titling Clean Your Room. So I was a very messy kid. I remember we each had our own chair around the kitchen table, and I had my chair, and I would just drop everything by this chair, my books, my school books. I had pieces of clothing, shoes, papers everywhere. And it was actually kind of a big deal of, my spot was always really, really messy. And same with my room. So my room was just a disaster. I mean, honestly, I'm embarrassed looking back. But anyway, so as a child, you know, okay, as a child, as a child, my dad would get so mad about my room, the state of my room. And I remember him grabbing these black garbage bags and getting so angry and storming around. If you don't clean your room, I'll clean it for you. And what he meant was essentially take everything, dump it in these garbage bags, and put it all in the trash. And like this was really traumatizing to me. And when your dad's that angry, what are you going to do but run and hide? I essentially went into this freeze shutdown thing. And then my mom would come out and she would be all, oh no, honey, just let her leave her stuff how she wants. Please so mom would come in as the protector. And so what I feel about this childhood memory is that number one, I was scared of my dad. Number two, I didn't know how to clean my room. And I don't know if I have ADHD or not, but this would be like an ADHD symptom. So when someone tells you go clean your room, there are so many tasks involved in that a little kid could get very confused and not know where to start, not know how to run big appliances like a vacuum cleaner. So at that age, I probably could have run the vacuum cleaner. I look at my 8-year-old and he could definitely run the vacuum cleaner, but he doesn't. But so with me diving into this memory of trauma as a child, thinking all your stuff is just going to get ripped apart and thrown in the garbage. So I went back into this memory and I spoke up and I said, "Oh, mom and dad, I understand that you want me to clean my room. And I would be happy to oblige you, but I need some help. I need some help getting started. I need some help figuring out an organization system so that I can put the stuff that I really love so that I can set it up on the shelves properly and so that I can have a box and put all the stuff that I don't need anymore or that's broken or, garbage, put that all in the box and get it out of the room. And, mom and dad, I don't really like the style that you've set up for me with my room. I mean, you guys picked this out and I didn't really have any say. There's no color. There's no unique stuff. Like if you see this, like there was none of this in my room. It was all, it was white furniture. And I didn't really have any way of decorating how I would have liked. Or picking out, unique pieces of furniture at garage sales, which I would have loved to do, and taken that and like tables and stuff like that. So I really went into this and said, number one, I needed to ask for help. And number two, if they want me to clean my room, I need to do it my way. Like I would like to have developed some style and not have it been this huge like horrible chore where I'm gonna get in big trouble, but make it be like a really fun couple of hours. We could have like put on some music and like had some really a lot of fun with it. And like it's interesting because I have two kids. I have a 21-year-old and an 8-year-old. Both of these kids, although I didn't realize it till the second one, love having help. They love it when an adult comes in and shows you how to do stuff, gets you started, and then kind of like is like, can you finish this one task by yourself? Or, do you feel good about this? Or like getting your input on stuff. Like kids love that. And I just didn't really have that growing up. So, so I think my point is like, I just kind of dove into this memory. And as soon as I had said, I need help, and this is what I want to do, like as an adult, now that I know what cleaning up is, I actually dove into it and I'm like, oh my goodness, like I can see my childhood bedroom all around me. And this is what I would have done. And the vacuuming, oh my goodness. And the airing out and bringing in fresh air. Like I remember this one time I had this plant and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. I think it was a spider plant. One day it was just gone and I didn't even realize it. And then I found it in the basement like a year later, still alive, and they had just like taken it out without telling me. And if I had known how to maintain a plant, like clipping it properly, I probably could have kept that plant in my house or in my room and like been very happy with it. But anyway, so I had a lot of fun going into my room in my memory and making it how I would have really been happier. And so it's actually fun to me to kind of go in and clean up those messes and have the freedom to design your room how you really like. But anyway, so I feel a lot better about that. And as I deal with my adult messes, which I definitely have carried like that trauma into my adult space, and my default mode is messy, and I have noticed that if I'll spend like all day cleaning, everything will be spotless, it'll be super clean, and then the next within the next week or 2 weeks, I will fill it back up with clutter. So I feel like surrounding yourself with this clutter is kind of like your security blanket as a kid. And then as an adult, you've sort of like carried on these patterns. You don't need them anymore, but you continue to surround yourself with this clutter. A beautiful, empty, clean table. 2 weeks later, it'll be completely covered, and you won't be able to see like an inch of table on there. I think I dove into the right memory that I needed to fix. And I know that when we had done the group talk, some people shared their experiences at the end of the call. And mine's not on the scale of trauma of like I wasn't, molested or anything like that. But still, for me, it was a big deal, and it's affecting my adult life. So it's kind of like I took back my power, and it gives you the creative freedom to be like, how would I have liked to have handled that now that I am an adult and can speak? So that was a really fun exercise. I'm looking forward to the next 3 sessions that I would totally recommend this program. So I will link to that in the description as well. Okay, well, thank you for listening to me, and I'll be excited to hear if you kind of go back into your childhood memories and change them. Okay, so let me know in the comments.